So I've been talking with a lot of the developers in my area. So far, so good. But there are a few concerns that are being developed as we get the portal and the structures and supports in place for Build Canada Homes. For example, in terms of rural advocacy and rural lens, a lot of the developers right now have actually stalled in my area. One, because they've got proposals in, but they're feeling like the lack of criteria, such as there's places in my ridings where they're saying you need sidewalks, public transit, street lights, which we don't really have in rural Nova Scotia. For us, my colleague across the way talked about, 100 units. For us in our community, 20, 30, 40 units, that's huge. So I wanted to get that out there in terms of some of the feedback that I'm receiving within my riding to help support the local needs. Another thing that we've had are some of these smaller municipalities, and you mentioned before about collating the municipalities for a larger application, similar to what we're seeing happen in New Brunswick. But the reality of that is it's going to fall through. When you're dealing with that many fingers in the pot and trying to get everybody together, I'm asking, how do I have a small municipality or a small nonprofit that can't compete on an application basis because they can't afford the $20 or $30 or $40,000 for a consultant to help put those applications together? So once again, just advocating for that. I've also was at 2 or 3 of the roundtables with the minister this summer where I had brought quite a few developers that deal with affordable housing and deal with efficiency, especially in Efficiency Nova Scotia, and gave a lot of great feedback. But now as I'm seeing a lot of the policy and development and as things roll out, nothing what they were talking about that we need for rural Nova Scotia or through rural communities throughout the country is actually tabled in a lot of this. So I just wanted to once again put that out there as an advocation piece.